happy Friday. I hope you're all well. Today is day 2 of my 30-day video challenge. My name's Fiona Allison. I'm the creator of FionaAllison.com, and yeah, I'm here in rainy London. So if you're here today, just say hi and let me know where you're from. Give me a thumbs up and yeah, share the love. So as you can see, I'm just in my kitchen, haven't ventured very far. It's unfortunately very cold and wet, so hopefully it's nicer where you are. But yeah, today I'm going to share with you a technique to really master your inner gremlins. So this, when I talk about gremlins, I'm really talking about those kind of mischievous little thoughts that sort of pop into your mind and they try and pull you off path. You know, they're really distracting. They're just kind of one of those, I don't know, annoying things it's almost like your little something on your shoulder that just keeps whispering in your ear and just kind of distracting you. And yesterday I really had a great experience of that. It was amazing. So hi Sarah Lou, welcome. So yeah, it was just, I was recording my first ever video and I was just watching it back. And the inner critic in my head just came alive. These gremlins just started talking to me. And it was just kind of crazy. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, they were really, really loud and clear. And I thought, this is just ludicrous. I'm creating a 7-minute video. And, you know, in the whole ether of that whole online video space, I mean, it's just a tiny speck. It really is so insignificant. And yet, those gremlins were really talking to me. Hi Katie, welcome. So yeah, I don't know, they were just sort of saying to me, what are you doing? And who do you think you are? And what do you look like on camera? And is that really your voice? You know, these gremlins were kind of coming up and it was like that annoying person at a party that they started their party way before you did. You know, they're already 3 sheets to the wind and they're just going over the same thing over and over again. And you think, my God, what am I doing? This is crazy. It's just a tiny little video. And so I decided what I was going to do was actually just acknowledge it, acknowledge that those gremlins were there, and just use a really simple technique just to kind of get rid of them and to replace them with some much more empowering beliefs. And that's the kind of technique that I'm going to show you today. So it's a really, really simple technique. And all I simply did was just ask myself the question, what's the worst thing that could happen? So I'm live on video. Hi Isabel, welcome. Yeah, so I'm live on video. What's the worst thing that could happen to me? And I thought about it and I thought, okay, well, I'd look silly. And what's the worst thing about that? Well, maybe I'd be humiliated. And what's the worst thing about that, about being humiliated? Oh, I don't know, maybe people wouldn't like me, or you know, they'd be mean to me. And what's the worst thing about that? They're mean to you, that they're abusive or rude in some way. So what's the worst thing about that? And what you're doing here is you're digging into your unconscious mind and really getting to that bottom belief. And that's what you want to do. You want to continue to that bottom belief. Because that bottom belief is really like that great big fat weed in the garden of your mind, and you just want to get to that bottom belief and really dig it out and get rid of it and replace it with something beautiful and more empowering. So that's really what you want to do. And so I continued with this process and I got to my bottom belief, and that really was a belief of feeling unsafe, feeling that I could be hurt in this space. And it's crazy, but your unconscious, or your subconscious I should say, works in crazy ways. And your subconscious mind is actually 5/6 of your thought process. So yeah, I mean, you just have to work with it. And so when I got into that bottom belief, what I wanted to do was to really acknowledge it and think, okay, great, well I can replace this with a much more empowering belief, something that I'm actually going to make me feel better and get me over this hurdle, because really, I mean, it's a 7-minute video, let's get real. So yeah, so what you want to do, it's a great technique, is just to really think about that bottom belief and that disempowering belief and replace it with something that's much more empowering in the form of a positive affirmation. And I'm sure you know it's just a statement made in the positive that you repeat morning and evening, and it really embeds that belief into your subconscious. So by repeating that positive thing, your brain doesn't know that you do or don't have that thing, it just believes it to be true. And when you have that one thing, hi Jalal, welcome, then you can just, again, as I say, you can attract more of the same. So once I got into my bottom belief, which was really about feeling unsafe and feeling vulnerable in this space, what I decided to do was to think of what I could replace it with, so something that was really empowering. And for me, that statement was something like, I am safe, loved, and people appreciate me no matter what I say. So something like that. So you're attaching a positive affirmation to that belief. And so yeah, so that's the key. It's really, really simple. So yeah, once you notice one of those gremlins, just go through that process, get to the bottom belief, and come up with something that's much more empowering. And yeah, that's what you do. And repetition is really the key, guys. So get your positive affirmations, do them morning and evening, when you're just kind of, your brain's in that kind of state, that theta waves are kind of going crazy, and you're really able to tap into your subconscious mind and implant those empowering beliefs to be able to drive you forward. So I hope you liked today's video. Thanks very much for joining me. I've seen loads of people on here. Hi Ben, haven't seen you for ages, hope you're well. Thanks for all the love and support. And yeah, it's day 2 of my video challenge. So I'd love to hear what you'd like me to talk about over the next 28 days. So please leave a comment below. And if you're watching this on replay, I'd love the comment. Thanks for all the hearts and all the thumbs up. It's great, guys. And enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye.